Name and lights, I want the world and what's in it. Gotta grind for everything. I told them it's time to change how we living. I got my eyes on the game till I'm winning. Don't be surprised when you see it in a minute. Gotta push it to the limit. You know that me is out to get it. I'm grinding for the day.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Kenny back again with another Eyes for You review. And today we will be reviewing The Blackening. The Blackening is a comedy slash horror movie slash satire. The best way I can describe it to you is you take the Scary Movie, the first two, the ones directed by the Wayans, take Evil Dead and Cabin in the Woods, sprinkle a little Get Out in there, throwing some great writing, a great cast, and you have The Blackening. On this channel, I want to give y'all my pros and cons of movies that I check out, and if I should recommend them to y'all, if I feel like it's worth your time or not, or to keep it moving. So let's get into The Blackening. The Blackening is directed by Tim Story, who has done work on Think Like a Man, the Barbershop series, and White Famous. Also, starring Jay Farrow, which I love that show. I wish it didn't get canceled. But that was a great show. What else? The writers on this movie, the writing in this movie is great. Tracy Oliver is one of the main writers, as well as Dwayne. Let me get his name right. Dwayne Perkins, who's also a character. He's also starring in the movie. So salute to Tracy Oliver and Dwayne Perkins. Great work, great job on this movie. Now the cast stars Yvonne Orji, who you may recognize from Insecure, Jay Farrow from SNL, White Famous, an array of a whole bunch of other stuff, appearances, personations, and everything. So salute the bro. One of my personal favorites, Antoinette Robertson, who you may recognize from the Netflix series Dear White People, St. Quad Walls. From Power, he played 50 Cent's son Sean on Power, and more recently he was in White Man Can't Jump with Jack Harlow. You also have Grace Byers, who I first recognized on Run the World series. I don't want to mess up the network, but the series Run the World, she's on that. She actually showed me a whole different side of her in this movie right here. So salute to her. And Melvin Gray, who y'all know is Man Boy from Snowfall, who's also from VA. So it's salute to Jay Farrow and Melvin. A lot of VA, two VA natives on this movie. I think that's really dope. Who else? Oh, my personal favorite, had me cracking up in this joint, Jermaine Fowler. And I don't want to miss. And I say Dwayne Perkins. Great job, man. The whole cast together just had me like cracking up, like my stomach was hurting from laughing. So what can I say? Okay, I had the pleasure of seeing this in the theaters with a group of people, and it's not one of those annoying experiences where it's like people's talk. You know how we do, black people, we're gonna talk to the screen, but this movie is actually it's kind of set up for you to talk back to the screen, in a sense of where they're giving questions and they kind of leave it like a pause or a blank, in a sense where you're going to scream the answer back out to it, back to the screen, but not in an annoying way. It's very a fun, interactive experience if you have the pleasure of seeing it in a theater. So I'm gonna get into the plot of it without giving too much away. The Blackening is about a group of college friends. They're getting reunited and they're meeting up at this cabin in the woods, and it's crazy because black people don't do that. But they're meeting up at this cabin in the woods to reconnect, have a good time and everything. But in the midst of that, they stumble upon this board game that has like a signboard in the middle of it. And the best way I can describe it is, it's called The Blackening, but the way I can describe it is like think civil rights, voodoo, black magic interpretation of Monopoly and for the culture. Yeah, it's like those two games thrown in the mix. And what they unfold in this movie is kind of showing, how all black people, all different, we're not a monolith, and hence the blackening. So it kind of tests your skill, or it kind of tests your skill and your knowledge of overall culture. Because even if you don't know black people, you see somebody out, y'all just kind of had this connection. You know what I'm saying? Without, it's like this unspoken connection that's just known, among black people. So with that being said, man, so many things in this movie that are naturally just funny because you're gonna look at it like, damn, that's me, or I know somebody like that, and it just resonates. And I love that it's not super over the top, it's not drawn out. It just hits all the beats of a naturally funny conversation, or just being in the room, or being a fly on the wall watching this stuff unfold. And I can definitely tell Tracy Oliver and Dwayne Perkins took their time and really crafted the writing in this. And I know y'all probably saying, why is it so serious about the writing? And it's a comedy, but trust me, when you see this, you're going to enjoy it. I'm gonna give y'all, honestly, those are my pros. The pros are the performances. Uh, everyone did great in this movie. Who can I tell you? My personal favorite. What's my guy name? My guy Jermaine Fowler. He plays Cliff, and Clifton is like a kind of like an oddball character, and it made just so damn. It's funny as hell. I also like Dwayne Perkins, who he wasn't necessarily the token gay guy, but some of the shit he was saying, oh man, this shit is crazy. Like I definitely can't wait to check this movie out again. Um, Antoinette Robinson, who I said I can't salute enough, was really great. Sanquan Walls, it did pretty good. But if I had to say the standout in this has to be Dwayne Perkins, Grace Byers, and yeah, Jermaine Fowler. Those just my personal favorites. But everybody as an ensemble carried the film. Um, what else can I tell y'all without giving this? Because I don't want to give the plot away. And this, you know how some movies stay on one joke or one bit they do in the movie, and they kind of drag it out where it's like an eye roll, like, all right, we get it, move on. They didn't do this, and they kind of like hit it like real quick beats, like, okay, we got to give the we give the joke, we give the bit to the audience, and let them digest it, and then move on. And I appreciated that so much, because it become annoying. It's kind of insulting to the audience when movies do that. But this movie did not do that. What I can tell you is go see this movie on a scale from 1 to 10, and I'm not overselling movies because I don't appreciate when a lot of people oversell movies, but I give it a 9 out of 10, in my opinion. I don't even know why I didn't give it a perfect 10, but I just really enjoyed the movie. I can't, honestly, I don't have any cons with this movie. Maybe I wanted a little bit more, like, as far as I wish it was longer to keep going. I wanted to watch more, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it clocks in at how long is the movie? I can't even remember. But it's an even flow from the jump. It gets going. There's no like really like any boring or slow parts. So definitely tell a friend about The Blackening. Go check it out. A great date night movie. The cast is great. The writing is great. The performances are great, and it's really enjoyable. If I could suggest one thing, do not watch the trailers if you haven't already. Just go into it blind. Cop your tickets. Sit down. Get your popcorn and enjoy yourself. So that is my review for The Blackening. Hopefully when people see it, y'all leave in the comments if y'all have seen it. No spoilers, of course. And let's chop it up. Let's discuss The Blackening. Definitely be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment to this channel. I appreciate your time. And until next time, I'm out.